The Cloud Gate sculpture is a Chicago icon, but it almost didn't get built. Like many behind-the-scenes stories in the Windy City, it involves a little bit of scandal, a clash between oversized egos, and a whole lot of money. One thing they don't need is any more rain, and unfortunately that's just what they're going to get. The forecast calls for another 2 to 3 inches overnight. But if you're a financial advisor in, say, Lake Forest, Illinois, what impact does social media have on you? Time waits for no man or woman. For the candidates for President of the United States, though, 2016 can't get here soon enough. They got it done, and they got it done quickly. Lawmakers in Washington are backing the president's plan to train and arm Syrian opposition groups, already fighting ISIS militants on the ground. Plus, there's breaking news today. The French have joined the fight. Tracy Potts is on Capitol Hill today with the very latest.
From 13 WREX, live in HD, this is 13 News at noon.
Came along, hit one of the largest potholes I think I've ever seen in my life. The only thing missing, I said, were like the tourists on the side of it with like binoculars and like the donkeys that would give you a ride down to the bottom of it. Having been there in Manhattan that day, and then 2 days later, I remember the winds shifted and the smell from the towers. I remember what everyone had been talking about because it hit me in the face. I was jogging in Central Park that morning, and it had an acrid chemical smell to it, and it was something that it was visceral. You could taste. Wow. West Rock Wakeboard Park officially opens this afternoon. It'll cost $20 for an hour of wakeboarding. It includes your board and helmet rental as well. You think about the helmet on just a daily basis walking around here. I'm just telling you, I think it might be a good call for. Well, here's some great news. Dr. T is recommending laughing gas for your next procedure. I don't think I need it. I've been so punchy all morning. I've been laughing so much.
I'll be drilling cavities on Michael, and he's just laughing.
I wouldn't even care.
We didn't even give you gas yet.
No, I'm
well,
just
is it
punchy.
right for you? That's what we want to know. Check it out.
Welcome back. It is 6:53. Here's a recap of our top stories this morning. One Rockford man is dead after a shooting over the weekend. It happened in the 4700 block of Javelin Drive on Rockford's east side. Police found a 41-year-old man who'd been shot multiple times. He was rushed to OSF St. Anthony Medical Center, where he was later pronounced dead. The case remains under investigation, and there is no further information being released at this time. He was just trying to save his mom. Now both of them have lost their lives. A Kentucky teenager has been shot and killed. He was shot multiple times trying to defend his mother from her estranged boyfriend, identified as 41-year-old Terry Froman. Looks like a lot of fun out there. You know, I played third piccolo back in my junior year. We're going to be right back with your morning recap of today's top headlines and all the things you need to know before heading out the door. The time now, 6:48. You're watching 13 News Today. See you in a second. Sometimes you can go back in time. An antique car gathering is for car lovers. Serious car lovers.
Well, I have here a 1956 Pontiac Star Chief 4-door hardtop, which is kind of rare. I don't see them around hardly at all.
The event takes place on Church Street, harkening back to a simpler time when God, country, and car were part of the fabric of America. The cars were made from steel, and pride was a word used in conjunction with craftsmanship. For these auto lovers, it's about the thrill and freedom they feel on the open road.
They're fun. They're airy. They're open. It's open. It's fun. You're not closed in like you are in a regular car, but they're not the greatest thing for hairdos.
Who among us hasn't wished that we could freeze time for just 1 second? And maybe that's what these cars are for some people. That, and they just look really cool driving them.
It's a 1948 Ford Woody station wagon. I'm not a surfer, but the car's from the West Coast, so I thought I'd doll it up like a surf wagon. In the Midwest and on the East Coast, a lot of inns or resorts would buy these cars, and they would use it for transporting guests from the train station to the resort. Station wagon.
Each car has a story to tell. So does its owner. If only you have the time. From the outside, it's just a boxy old warehouse. Step inside and you'll see things are taking shape. This is CrossFit Freedom in Libertyville, Illinois. CrossFit is one of the fastest growing exercise programs on the planet. The workout of the day is fairly short and intense, rarely more than 20 minutes. They usually incorporate weights, and no two workouts are ever the same. They're geared for people of all athletic backgrounds. Rashid Davis played for the Chicago Bears.
It's a high-intensity workout. It's also a team atmosphere, so I'm playing football. It reminds me of being in a locker room, or on the field or whatever. We're all supporting each other.
CrossFit isn't just for the pros, though. Christine Waring, a 46-year-old mother of two, has come a long way in a fairly short time.
I've lost almost 80 pounds.
Her first CrossFit workout wasn't pain-free, though.
I was so sore I could barely walk. I could barely get up, up the stairs. But they told me just to come back, and I did. It's really hard and it's intimidating on the outside, because it's a big place and there's a lot of weights and everything looks heavy and it's loud, but I think if people would just try it out, they'd be really surprised at what they could actually do.
At CrossFit Freedom, they're not just getting people into better shape. They're shaping people's lives for the better.